Understanding how different temperatures affect glass when kiln forming is essential for a project to be successful. In this video, I will discuss how heat affects sheet glass and frit at various firing temperatures. I will also show you how to run a test in your kiln to see how different colors of Wissmach glass can react in different manners to temperature change. To understand how a glass project will fire in your kiln, it is important to know if it fires evenly to all areas of your kiln shelf. A simple strip test will show you if it does. Place multiple strips of the same color glass on raised dams on a kiln shelf. Use fiber paper underneath the glass strips to prevent the glass from sticking to the dams. Place another layer of fiber paper on top of the glass strips. Finally, lay a second set of dams on top of the fiber paper to hold the glass strips in place. Fire the glass strips at 300 degrees per hour Fahrenheit to 1150 degrees Fahrenheit and hold for 10 minutes. If you have even heating in your kiln, all the strips will have slumped to the same depth. If the strips slump to different depths, you may have a hot or cold spot in your kiln. Now that I'm sure my kiln fires evenly, I can run a similar test using a variety of Wissmach glass colors to test viscosity differences. For this test, I will use black, white, clear, opaque orange, and transparent blue. I'll fire the strips in the same manner as before and use the same firing schedule. It's easy to see how the glass colors respond differently to the same amount of heat and time in the kiln. From this angle, you can see these differences more clearly. The transparent blue slump the most, followed by the clear and black. The white and opaque orange experience the least amount of slump. The differences in slump are based on the glass viscosity. The higher the viscosity, the less the glass has slumped. Now let us look at how firing glass and frit to different temperatures will affect the materials. For this section, I fired the same glass and frit styles through 5 different firings using 5 different process temperatures. The temperatures I used are 1265 degrees Fahrenheit, 1320 degrees Fahrenheit, 1375 degrees Fahrenheit, 1420 degrees Fahrenheit, and 1460 degrees Fahrenheit, which is the Wissmach glass recommended full fuse temperature. Each firing was held at the process temperature for 10 minutes. In each test, I used pieces of white glass with clear underneath. On one tile, I placed coarse gold tone frit. On the next tile, I used medium olive green frit. On the third tile, I used fine clear frit. For the fourth tile, I used black frit powder. On the fifth tile, I placed a 1-inch square of black sheet glass. The sixth tile is only one layer of white on top of a layer of clear glass. I repeated this process for each firing temperature. Now let's take a look at each individual material. First, let's talk about the black sheet glass. The sample fired to 1265 degrees is tack fused, but the edges of the glass have not softened much. The sample fired at 1320 degrees Fahrenheit softened a bit more, but the black is still very pronounced. Notice the difference in the black square between 1320 and 1375 degrees Fahrenheit. At 1420 degrees Fahrenheit, the black glass is almost fully fused, but still slightly raised. At 1460, the black glass is fully fused flat into the white base piece. The coarse frit samples follow the same results. At 1265 degrees Fahrenheit, the coarse frit remains fairly jagged. At 1375 degrees, the coarse frit is much more tacked and glossy. At 1420, the tack fuse is less pronounced, but still raised. And at 1460 degrees Fahrenheit, the materials are fully fused. The medium olive green frit does tack at 1265 degrees, but is very grainy. At 1320 degrees Fahrenheit, the medium frit begins to soften quite a bit. Notice how the sample fired at 1375 degrees has much softer edges than the 1320 degrees. The sample at 1420 degrees is fully fused into the base piece, as is the 1460 degrees Fahrenheit sample. Frit powder requires very little heat to fully melt. At 1265 degrees, it is still grainy and sandy on the surface of the white glass. At 1320 degrees Fahrenheit, it is already glossed, but still holds some texture. At 1375 degrees, the Frit powder is fully fused into the base glass. Notice the similarities between the samples at 1375, 1420 degrees, and 1460 degrees. From the samples made only with two layers of sheet glass, you could see that at 1265 degrees, the corners of the glass still appear separated, even though they are tacked together. The separation remains on the sample fired at 1320 degrees as well, though it is less pronounced. Beginning at 1375 degrees and up to a full fuse at 1460 degrees, the two sheets of glass are fully combined with a rounded bullnose profile. We hope this video helps you better understand how different temperatures affect Wissmach glass when fired in your kiln.